There's some really cool finishes that are done in the stone industry. You do see some on quartz. Most of the stuff is done on natural stone. That's kind of where the techniques were pioneered, and the finish refers to that surface finish. The main one you'll see, and you've probably seen mostly, is a polished surface, which is just that really nice high gloss, shiny surface. And it's still the most common one we sell, the most common one you see come in the raw materials. But there are some other really neat options. There is leathered surfaces, which is where they take an abrasive brush and they wipe away some of the texture of the stone. What that does is leaves a raised surface on the stone. So the stone has a lot of texture. It leaves some of the natural stone feel to the stone. And then the other surface option that they have most often is honed, which is still a flat surface. So it's still smooth like a polished surface, but it actually doesn't have the sheen, the high gloss finish that you would in a polished top. There are also edge finishing options. That's what we refer to as an edge detail, and you may get asked about that, or you may see that talked about in different magazines. And there's a wide variety. Most of your basic edges are like a square edge where we slightly round the top and bottom, so there's no sharp edges left on the stone. That also helps with the resilience of the stone. It's easier to chip a perfect 90-degree angle than it is to chip a rounded corner. So there is a practicality to that and a reason you don't want to leave it perfectly flat. But there are a wide variety. There's radiuses. You may be familiar with a bullnose, which is a large circular edge. There are mitered edges where we take two stones at a 45-degree angle and mate them, and that way you can get custom thicknesses in the stone. But there's a wide variety. Basically, when you're shopping for stone and looking at different finish options and edge options, all you need to know is the simpler the edge looks, the less expensive it's going to be. If it takes a lot more hand labor, you're going to be paying extra money for the shop to complete it.